Hello, thanks for joining us on TVC News at noon. We start off at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja, where the arraignment of former Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika and his brother had been stalled due to the absence from court. The counsel to EFCC Oluwaleke Atolagbe informed the presiding judge, Suleiman Belgore, that the defendants had not been served with a charge in the case. The presiding judge then fixed 23rd of May for arraignment. In the first charges against the former minister, the EFCC alleged that Mr. Sirika, as Minister of Aviation, used his position to award contracts for his brother's company. And TVC News reporter Helen Osamede-Akins joins me now for more updates. Helen, what more can you tell us about the proceedings today in court and the reason why Mr. Hadi Sirika and his brother were not in court?
All right, so Precious, today's charge against Hadi Sirika is a very fresh one, which the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has leveled against him today. So today's hearing was different from the previous courts, which we had last week. That was FCT High Court in Maitama, but today's one was in Gariki FCT High Court. So the issue there is that he was not in court today, and that is as a result of the fact that he has not been charged. He has not been served the charge. And recall that last week, when Hadi Sirika was granted bail alongside his son-in-law and his daughter, another of the conditions of the bail was that he can be within the Nigeria but must not travel out. So Hadi Sirika is not in Abuja, where the case is being heard. And the fact that he was not being served, so he's not able to come to Abuja for the matter to be heard today, and then that's the condition. And he has not been served these charges. So as a result of that, the case needs to be stored till next week Thursday. At that time, it is believed that he would have been served, and he will be in Abuja, where he will appear in court today, that next week. And another thing I would like to say is that this is a fresh charge compared to what we had in the previous. The last one was alongside his daughter and his son-in-law, but today is his brother, though they are similar charge of alleged contract fraud, but they are different. It's a fresh charge, which we must understand. Recall that the one of last week, which he appeared before a FCT High Court in Maitama, he was granted a bail on that case. So if he had appeared in court today, it would have been on a fresh ground, which will also require him to plead guilty or not guilty. And then he will be required for him to either seek for the court to grant him bail, and which another condition of bail will be granted to him, and he will be made to meet those conditions of bail. So it is expected that since he was not in court today, that next week, as the judge has ruled, he will appear. At least he has more than a week to put himself together. The counsel to EFCC should set him the charges, and then he should be in Abuja, wherever he is within Nigeria. We are sure that he did not leave the four walls of Nigeria, because that was one of his conditions for bail. He must be within Nigeria, and hopefully next week, him and his brother will be before the judge to continue the fresh trial.
Thank you so much, Helen, for that update. Next week, Thursday, I'm sure you'll be in court again to follow these proceedings. TVC News reporter Helen Osamede-Akins, live for us in the nation's